This week on Chockload of Comics, we're reviewing 3 books of ultimate blood-curdling horror. Stick around if you dare. This is Chockload of Comics. I feel like a douche.
It's funny.
Is there a less douchier way to do this? Hey guys, welcome to Chockload of Comics. Big Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody out there. Thanks for watching Chockload of Comics. With me, as always, is the Princess of Darkness, Shauna, Queen of the Damned, Lindsay,
That's
and
me.
a very special guest, our manservant, Hecubus. All right, Hecubus, go off to the corner of ultimate solitude.
Away with you.
Away with you, you floating head, you. While Hecubus is getting ready over in the corner of ultimate terror, the pit of ultimate despair,
Right.
the corner of ultimate Spider-Man, we are going to do something really, really different this week. For all of you new subscribers, this is not our normal shtick,
Yeah,
but
don't
it's
be
Halloween.
concerned.
Happy Halloween,
Yay.
everybody. We're going to review some of our favorite horror comic books of 2018. All of these books are available at your local comic book shop. They're
Awesome.
on the rack right now, so add them to your pull list. They are our favorite horror comic books. If you guys have a favorite horror comic book that's not one of these guys, leave us a comment.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you guys are reading this Halloween. Before we get into the comic books, let's do a little get to know everybody, shall we?
Sure.
I want to know what everybody's favorite horror movie was in 2018. I'm going to Annie.
Okay.
Are you settled?
I'm settled.
You're all good over there? What's I got to ask. Are we going to talk about the cat whiskers?
Dude, we agreed last week that we were going to go as Kiss.
That was kidding?
And I drew the last straw, and I'm Peter Criss, because
That was a joke?
this is not fair.
I was not serious about that, but hey, way to get into character.
I mean, all right. The
Andy,
Kiss-
you watch movies. Do you have a favorite horror movie that you saw in 2018? Anything pop out to you?
The scariest one I saw was Halloween.
Okay.
Because, 2018 was pretty much owned by, Marvel or DC.
Sure, good point.
So there's very little time we have to check out non-comic book movies. But
Yeah.
I would have to answer your question by saying the recent Halloween,
Yeah.
wasn't
Making a
bad.
ton of money at the box
Yeah,
office
no
in New
kidding.
Halloween,
It's
man.
killing.
It's probably going to kill again this weekend.
Yeah.
Shauna, favorite horror movie this year? What do you got? There were a few.
It's kind of a tie between Hereditary and A Quiet Place
Ooh,
for me.
Hereditary. If you guys
I-
haven't seen Hereditary, holy.
They were Hereditary was just creepy.
Yeah.
So I actually am going to go with Hereditary.
Hereditary?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. But there's another movie coming out next month.
Man, that's going to take over my number one
One more really
spot.
great horror movie that's coming out.
Overlord.
Overlord.
I can't wait for that.
Nazi zombies. How can you go wrong with Nazi zombies? If you haven't seen the trailer for Overlord, you absolutely got to check it out.
I can already say that's going to be my favorite 2018 horror movie.
I think my favorite horror movie of 2018, it's a toss-up between The Meg and Cloverfield Paradox. I can't decide which one I liked better.
You're joking, right?
Yes, those movies were both pretty crappy. I'm going to go with Quiet Place. Quiet Place,
Yeah.
regardless of the person next to me who was talking through the whole movie,
Right?
wouldn't shut up. It was a fantastic movie, The Quiet Place. Everybody's seen it. They're making a Quiet Place 2. I
Is
didn't
this
know about
the movie with Jim Halpert?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
where it's all
So good.
totally silent.
Emily Blunt.
The whole movie is
All right, so I, being a die-hard Office fan, I've yet to see a independent movie with Jim.
yeah.
It was
I've
great.
I've seen many films with Dwight in it.
Right.
Rain
Wilson?
Rain Wilson,
Who was
yeah.
in The Meg.
So,
right.
but I'm curious to see if John can actually bring it on to the silver screen.
Wrote
he was
it,
great.
directed it, and starred in it.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Yeah, and then they got him on board, I think, to direct the next one, or at least maybe just write the next one. He's not going to be in the next one. I'm not going to
Right.
say why if you haven't seen the movie yet.
Interesting.
It's
Gee,
pretty
Chuck.
obvious he's not going to be in
Yeah.
it. So let's move on to some of our favorite comic books, guys.
Mm-hmm.
These are our favorite horror comic books of 2018.
Yes.
Babyteeth,
Oh my gosh.
Gideon Falls, and Cold Spots. Starting off with this one right here, Babyteeth by Donnie Cates and Gary Brown. Give you a quick little synopsis of this book. Sadie Ritter is a 16-year-old, 9-month pregnant and scared out of her sweet, nerdy mind. Having a baby that young is tough, but with the support of her loving family behind her, everything should be okay. Oh yeah, and her baby is the Antichrist, and it's going to break open the barriers between Earth and demonic planes and unleash eternal suffering on all humankind.
Just in time for Christmas.
Just in time for Christmas. Yeah, so you got little Sadie, who's 16-year-old girl, pregnant, has her baby, finds out the baby's the Antichrist.
Yep.
Donnie Cates, guys. What can you say about Donnie Cates?
Oh my gosh, Donnie Cates is killing it this year. I mean, I'm surprised he has time to write an independent book, but thank goodness that he does, because this book is awesome.
It really
Can't say
is.
enough about it.
And
the
art,
latest issue just came out this week.
Yeah, this is issue 13, man. These books are kind of, he's pumping them out. The art is like nothing you've ever seen. Gary Brown's art, it's very sketchy, but incredibly colorful. It looks
so good.
almost like it was all kind of drawn like with a permanent marker.
Yeah,
But,
like a Sharpie.
That's
oh my God, the color in this book. I don't know if Gary does the coloring or not, but the coloring's absolutely spectacular.
amazing.
The characters are crazy. This issue, where we've gotten with the characters, if you haven't been reading it, the little baby has been taken to the hell dimension.
Yeah.
With her aunt, the loving aunt. What's her name again?
Heather.
Heather takes the baby gets sucked into hell. Heather, the loving aunt, goes to protect the baby, and all of our heroes, young Sadie and her father, go into hell to get the baby back.
Yep.
We finally get to meet Satan.
Yes.
In the book, Satan finally comes out, and he's like rocking this armor. He doesn't look like, the great Satan himself with horns and a pitchfork and a tail and stuff.
Obviously.
He looks like a regular guy. It's just so awesome. You see huge monsters,
It's great.
fire-breathing crap. It's a cool book. It's got a decent amount of horror to it, but at the same time,
absolutely.
a lot of family love. And
Cool.
it's
Surprising.
really, really a cool book. Our other favorite book going on right now is this one right here, Gideon Falls.
Jeff Lemire.
Jeff Lemire can do no wrong in
And
the comic
Andrea
book world.
Sorrentino. Holy cow. what
Andrea
a combo.
Sorrentino, if you didn't read the Old Man Logan run that Sorrentino did, the art is like absolutely spectacular. All right, Sorrentino's art is incredible. Essentially, I'll give you another synopsis of this book. The lives of a reclusive man obsessed with the city's garbage and a washed-up Catholic priest arriving in a small town become intertwined around the mysterious legend of the Black Barn. The Black Barn is an otherworldly building that is alleged to have appeared in both the city and the small town throughout history, bringing death and madness in its wake. Ooh, creepy, scary barn. It's really an amazing book, guys. It's a suspenseful horror.
Yeah.
Really kind of tense,
gripping.
gripping book.
Yes.
You've got you have two stories going on at once. You got the old, retired kind of washed-up priest who arrives in this small town, and in the small town there's this legend of this black barn that people see, and people kind of like, they don't really worship it, but there's like cults devoted to this black barn.
Trying to figure out what its purpose is.
People have visions of this scary black barn that just appears out of nowhere, and every time it appears, every so many years or so, all kinds of death happens. Whenever the black barn appears, bad stuff's about to go down. So while that whole storyline of the small town with the priest is going on, there's another storyline of this kind of mentally deranged young guy in like New York.
Yes.
Who's obsessed with going through the garbage and finding these little nails and little tiny pieces of wood. Well, you find out in this issue that what he's doing, he's finding little bits and pieces of the barn, and he decides he's going to build the barn.
It's crazy.
He's going to use all the little pieces of trash that he's finding, his little nails and little shards of wood. He's going to collect all of these things, build the barn in the city. Whoa, it's just such a killer concept for the book. So
great storyline.
Don't really know where it's going to happen. Is he going to build the barn, and how is that going to tie in with the priest in the small town?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Man, this book is absolutely spectacular. Gideon
Way to
Falls.
go.
Yeah, they're up to issue number 7.
Yep, I think the first trade just came out pretty recently, so that's easy to pick up and then just jump on board and put it on your pull
they
list.
said at the start of this comic book that it's going to be a limited thing. They have a start and a finish already in mind. So it's not just going to go on and on. Yeah, I love it when books, they start out with a plan.
Yep.
Not like the new regime of Star Wars where they're just making it up as they go along.
Right.
They've got a beginning, a middle, and an end already planned out.
Yep.
So I see it running for maybe like 12 issues
Yeah.
before they wrap it up. This is issue number 7, so get on board. I think they have a trade out. Yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Andy, what do you think of our synopsis of Babyteeth and Gideon Falls? Any of these kind of get your attention?
The one I would like to read the most, or would like to see turn into a Netflix series in the future, would be Babyteeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore, everything I heard.
It's pretty crazy.
It's badass.
Yeah.
We've got all the ingredients on the stage here. We've got devils and demons, priests and nuns, and ghosts. This next one is by Cullen, Bunn, and Mark Torres. You know Cullen Bunn, fantastic horror writer.
Absolutely
of
amazing.
what did he do? He did Regression, Harrow County. Dude knows how to write scary books. His book Cold Spots. It's only up to issue number 3, but it's all about ghosts.
And it's just a 5-part series, so it's just number 1 through 5, and that's it.
It's a scary ghost story. Here's pretty much what it's about. 10 years ago, Dan Kerr turned his back on his wife and his unborn daughter. Now both the mother and the child have gone missing, and Dan must face cosmic terrors to find them again. He soon finds that ghosts stir when his estranged daughter is near, and as the dead grow restless, the cold deepens. Every time the ghosts come around, it gets very, very cold, kind of like
creepy.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Good
call.
So it's psychological terror. The undead and the supernaturally bitter cold come together in this spine-tingling new series.
Great synopsis.
You like that?
I like
it wasn't
it.
written down or nothing.
That's
Cullen Bunn, man.
fantastic.
It's a fantastic little ghost story.
Yeah.
About a guy who, he's kind of a deadbeat dad, decides he's going to go find his daughter. His daughter, who is this creepy little girl.
Yeah, she doesn't say much.
Very Twilight Zone-y. He goes and finds her. The mother of the child has taken the kid to live in this like gothic,
creepy house
on this island.
Yeah.
Never go to an island in a horror story because nothing good happens if you saw The Ring.
Yeah, The Ring. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, it's kind of a Ring,
Yeah.
Sixth Sense kind of a thing. So the ghosts are drawn to this little girl, and the ghosts, the way they draw the ghosts in this
Mark
book.
Torres is awesome. It's so cool because it's like the ghosts are out of focus in the book. And he intentionally kind of does that, and it just looks amazing. And speaking of Mark Torres, what's also unique about this book is he is a songwriter, and he is writing like theme songs for each issue. So if you Google Cold Spots like soundtrack, he's written a song to go with each issue that you're supposed to listen to.
I have
when you
not
read
listened
the
to
issue.
those yet. We got to
I
Google
know,
those.
that's so cool.
Mark Torres, I'm very excited to see this.
Right?
Hear this. Andy, I understand you brought yourself a little visual aid. You brought a comic book you want to share with us?
I did.
What's your favorite comic book?
Favorite comic book? I'm gonna keep it light. I'm gonna keep it light,
Good.
yet still funny. I'm going to do Simpsons Treehouse of Horror number 21.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, man. Basically, there's like probably 2 or 3 plots in each major Simpsons comic book, but they're pretty thick books, so it's almost like probably like half a trade. This particular one is Abu actually gets a shipment of what's it called? Gremlins.
Oh,
shipped
nice.
To the Quickie Mart?
to his mark.
That's awesome.
To make a long story short, when that's done, chaos ensues when he gives them squishies after 12, and then they just turn into fucking like complete demons and crap.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So all in all,
freaking
it's
hilarious.
a pretty funny book, dude.
That's awesome.
Interesting side note. Apparently that comic book's going away.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
They said
Tragic,
we
man.
found out at Ace Comic Con.
It's tragic.
We're sitting down with Phil Ortiz, creator of the Simpsons comic book. He said after I think 250 issues, the Simpsons comic is going away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is sad, because me being as someone paying his own bills and stuff, it's hard to store enough cash away to just buy books. So I got like a very thin pull list, and the
Yeah.
Simpsons are
Major
we're
part
on
of
that
that.
pull list.
Well, I wonder if they'll still do like Treehouse of Horrors every now and then
I would
or
hope so.
something. 'Cause
Why
you said
not
that's
do 'em?
a different number sequence, right? So maybe
I think
maybe
this
they'll do
was
that.
last year, so hopefully 22 is out now. Your local comic book store.
Nice.
Sweet, guys. Well, happy Halloween. That is our show. Just to recap, Babyteeth, Gideon Falls, Cold Spots, and Treehouse of Horror.
Perfect supplements to your Halloween this year.
I absolutely agree, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. All you new subscribers, fear not. This is not our typical thing. We don't always wear goth makeup on the show. But thanks a lot for subscribing, guys. Thanks for watching Chuckload of Comics. We're here every single Sunday doing comic book reviews, talking about movies, all the nerdy stuff that happens in the world of fandom. If you're not a subscriber, click that subscribe button. Join the Chuckload of Comics family, and have a fantastic Halloween. We'll see you here next Sunday. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Bye-bye.